Some people are now thinking Killer Clowns from Outer Space is coming to Universal Studios Hollywood.
Truss work has been set up, I guess, for a facade.
I've climbed the highest mountains.
New merchandise comes out.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2025 updates. There's some Killer Clowns from Outer Space rumors now for HHN Hollywood. An original house just got announced. There's some more Murdy tweets. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Night. Sure of the day, we're gonna go back to a couple years ago, 2023, when Larry Larva took over the Terror Tram with all the bugs and everything. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
Trust me. I can't wait for you to see this. Hey, I gotta go. I'll see you on the other side.
Welcome to the Universal Studios Hollywood
Are you tired of humans? Are you sick of being stepped on, squashed, swatted, and sprayed?
Is this guy for real?
Then call Exterminator, the #1 name in human pest. Did you know 90% of all life forms on this planet are insects? We outnumber humans 1 billion to 1. Humans don't stand a chance.
Stop the tram!
Oh, we're just getting started.
You'll be dropping like flies. Terror Tram, the Exterminators. Only at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay, welcome back. Let's head in. We have one more original house to be announced probably tomorrow. So before we talk about the new original house that just got announced, I want to show you kind of a mini vlog. It was the final night of HHN last year, but there was something that happened that no one really got to see the entire event. It is the final night of Halloween Horror Nights 2024, HHN 33. I cannot believe it's the final night. The season has just flown by.
All right, here we go. One last ride. Now they're selling the team member shirt. This isn't supposed to be for the general public. It's a whole $4. Right there, it'll say team member. The switchover is happening. They're untarping everything right now. So the Demon Queen Scare Zone has now been unveiled. This is how they bring the main stage out. Little forklift for the stairs. They just use that to bring it out. Just a little behind the scenes magic of how they put the scare zones together. This looks like E.T. looks like a little puppy dog in a window just looking to be adopted. It's Stay and Scream, and Insidious is already at capacity. It's a 135-minute wait for Stay and Scream.
Never seen a house hit capacity at 135-minute waits during Stay and Scream. It being November and this is happening. This is insane. All right, this is the line for Insidious. It's going like all the way back here. It's hit capacity. And it's going all the way out. The line is back here for Sweets. Doesn't open for another 20 minutes. So you know what? We're gonna go to Louis. Louis has a specialty pizza. I want to try it. It's not HHN specific, but it's a specialty pizza. So let's experience it. Here's the specialty pizza right here. Okay, we got the finest pizza in all of New York at Universal Studios. So it's gonna be like a barbecue chicken pizza. We got some onions on it. Okay, that pizza, not a fan. So imagine like a chicken sloppy Joe pizza. 5.5.
Small things matter to the humans so very much, though. Perhaps it is because they are so small themselves, yes. They do so love to practice, making others feel small as well, hoping that it shall make them stand taller in their stature. Well, they have much to learn, and lucky enough for them, pain truly is the best teacher. And I have so many new pupils with us.
Flip your lids, kids! Come on, chaperones! You better get inside before the kids eat all the free samples!
Try to avoid it all season, but the Want to Haunt Fanta Bar.
Okay, so we got the Eye of Otis. So it's gonna be a lemon juice, lychee syrup, prickly pear syrup, tonic, Sprite, topped with a lychee blueberry eye. I don't see an eye. Now Otis is kind of the archway icon. They never made a story. I asked. It was just kind of a fluke. Like the Universal social media team came up with the name. Someone asked like, what's the name of it? And they said Otis, and that became like the thing. The Universal team did not plan on that becoming a thing. So there's no backstory behind Otis, but he's got a drink. So imagine a berry onion drink. It's kind of an onion taste to it.
And this piece of crap's going in the garbage.
1.5. After you vomit, that kind of like sensation, the smell in the back of your throat, that's what it tasted like. God awful, terrible. 1.5. Torturous.
Hi, Sean.
Okay.
Final night. Final joke of the day for HHN.
All right, what do you call a wolf that does yoga and like affirmations in the morning? No, an aware wolf. You waited this whole time for that joke. I do have a story for you though. At the very beginning of HHN this year, the guy at the pickle thing told me that I have to get him pickle juice, and that was my quest. And so I've been going around talking to like the witch, the wizard, and everyone else. I've climbed the highest mountains, and I've slain dragons and defeated wizards, so I can get him this little emotional support pickle as a gift on the last night of HHN. His name is Dylan.
Allow it to rise through your soul. Rise, my queen. Feel the terror.
You made me a friendship bracelet. What does it say on it?
So we got Bitters Boy.
We're in the Blumhouse scare zone right now. There's a very terrifying creature right there in the wild.
Hey.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
I have to be here. It's the final night.
This is the line for Nightmare Fuel. And it goes all the way back to here. It's queued all up, and it goes all the way back to here.
I have never seen a line this long. Maybe like the last show of Bill and Ted, but this is f***ing bananas tonight. The line's even longer. The line is now past King's Cross, an hour before the show starts.
All right, the line is now looping around past King's Cross, back into the alleyway, and it's just gonna keep going. They're gonna loop it all the way around here. I've never seen this busy. There's no way these people are getting into the show. What do you want to say for the final night?
It was awesome, and I can't wait to get started on a day job. But I will miss it.
Okay, so now we're gonna be covering the last scare zone, Duality of Fear. They finally turned it into a scare zone, actually, on the final night. Chainsaw Team is doing just as good as like Hollywood right now. But they've also added characters from different scare zones in the front. I don't know why we didn't have this at the beginning of the season. The front scare zone should kind of represent what's happening within all of the scare zones, right?
To the horrors that await you within the fog.
We are heading out now of Halloween Horror Nights.
That is a wrap on Halloween Horror Nights 33. Okay, welcome back. I know, isn't that awesome that like they had all the scare actors in that scare zone? I hope this year that they actually have scare actors in the proper front scare zone this year. That was one of the biggest complaints last year. It's like you walked in, you didn't really see anything. By them adding those scare actors on the final night, kind of felt like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be, but it was only in the final night. Let's go over the new original house real quick, right? So they tweeted out this house announcement: Grave of the Flesh. Welcome to your funeral, where it's about to go from bad to worse. You'll enter the underworld and be hunted by flesh eaters for eternity. I cannot wait to see that. Again, like they're kind of hitting every single, I feel like, fan favorite spooky element throughout kind of, you know, HHN. You know, we got like a haunted house already. We're gonna have the creepy dolls, that always gets people, and now we're gonna have flesh eating zombie alien monsters. Awesome. We have one more to be announced, and then we'll have all the originals.
So if you look in the photo again, see the vines kind of all over this monster. As you know, vines gonna be a part of kind of the whole event. The man, the myth, the legend. There he is.
Well, you got a smart place to be.
Yes.
So you're gonna wait here until the new merchandise comes out.
Tomorrow.
That's
not
just
today.
a click of time.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow, that's in the future.
We think.
We hope tomorrow. We'll see.
You can always hope.
You know the rundown. So many lights. So many lights. I think tomorrow we're just gonna do a whole light montage of just all the lights that have popped up here. A couple main stained glasses are behind the register. They restocked a little bit. So when you get it, it's gonna look exactly like that. So the video just dropped today. So now we can start doing the countdown starting tomorrow. How long it's gonna take Universal to repair this directional sign. They're gonna be quick. I believe in them.
All right, Duff Man. Do you know what time it is? John. You're right. It's Murdy tweet time. I think it's John Murdy right there. John. So someone asked John this: how far in advance does negotiations take place with studios or ideas for originals? Is it years, question mark? As with studios coming to the UK and just over the pond, could we see a HHN UK happening? John responds with 18 months or so. He said there's a park being built in England, so who knows?
The bridge is pretty much looking the exact same. The lumber's still sitting over there, so I don't think they worked on this at all last night.
If you look back here, truss work has been set up, I guess, for a facade for this house. That's some big breaking news right there, back by the tents.
Yeah, I don't think the Amity bathrooms are going to be open by July 4th for the big crowds. Now, people always wonder, how do people get those Instagram photos in front of the night bus? So the meet and greet's over there, but if you come right around here, there's actually the photo op spot right here. So this is where everyone gets that photo on the night bus. So you can just come right up here, and then you can see inside the night bus all the little details, even like little toothbrushes in the holder, everyone's luggage. And we just came over here to the Alcatraz bar. Now they're advertising, I love the sign looks great, but they're advertising the god-awful margarita flight. So don't be tempted by the cool sign, because it is not a cool flight.
There's also a bunch of truss work that just popped up right there. You can see the cables going right there, which then I think lead to the top of the building. So they're running a bunch of cables backstage with some truss work. All right, right up here, lights, and more lights. So this is rumored to be kind of like a gangster mobster scare zone.
They have Cabby's Cab over here. So what if they're keeping it over here because it kind of fits with the theming and the timeline of the heavily rumored kind of mutant mobster scare zone? All right, we're heading over to Islands of Adventure right now, but it looks like a bunch of the lights have now been installed for the pathway. In the Fudge Shop, they have a special seasonal flavor, it looks like. Summer fireworks. I don't know what that tastes like.
So we've all been wondering, when are the Disney executives gonna visit Epic Universe and kind of see what quality is at a theme park? Josh Shamaro finally did. It was on Twitter that Josh was there. So that's exciting, because now Josh can be like, oh, look, they're kicking our butt. Hopefully Josh gets some inspiration to kind of put some budget back into Imagineering so that Imagineering can make something special, right? I know people are always like, oh, Universal's gonna beat Disney, Disney's always gonna beat Universal. It's important, I think, to have a good rivalry, because it only ever helps the fans. They wanna compete for our attention with quality products, so hopefully Disney has some good stuff coming down in the pipeline. I don't see anything good for the next 5 years though, but after that, we might get some epic quality rides coming to Disney, but then Epic also has epic quality rides coming to Epic. There's many things in the works for Epic Universe.
Right outside Velocicoaster, they have a new photo op for Jurassic World Rebirth. So you could stand right there as if you're on the boat. Show the people how it's done. There's a dinosaur attacking you. Oh no. We did pop into the gift shop down here. They've added a bunch of new merch. They're gonna have the Spinosaurus, the massive Funko Pop. For $200, they're gonna have a model of the Velocicoaster. They're gonna have some new Funko Pops of the Mosasaurus, the Detorchus Rex, I don't know, the new villain, and then like the new little baby but not baby dinosaur. Then they have some of the Fallen Kingdom Funko Pops and Dominion. These are just kind of leftovers. Little Jeff Goldblum right there. $90. This is the Indominus kit. So if you look in the back, comes with, I guess, park ticket to see the Indominus Rex, some stickers, some coins, a little VIP lanyard, as if you were like actually at Jurassic World purchasing the tickets. They have a new display over here for the Equalops. Again, I haven't seen the new film yet. I guess the name of it is Dolores in the new film. Its meaning is eagle face. Time period, early Cretaceous. So it likes fruits, leaves, and Dolores seems to have an affinity for licorice. So I'm guessing this little character loves candy because there's candy that comes with a little shoulder pet. So we're gonna be eating at Mythos right now. Remember, it's the 10-time winner of the #1 theme park restaurant in the world. There's a new drink I gotta go try.
So this is the special drink for Pride Month. Okay, so we get the Pink Pegasus, berry and lemonade flavored vodka, pomegranate liqueur, lemon juice, pineapple juice, simple syrup, and lemon bitters. Pegasus drink. Started off really tart, then it really grows on you. Subtle hints of fruit, kind of perfectly balanced. I'm doing 8.5 on the Pegasus drink.
Got a little cheese pull right there.
The fork and knife and spoon grilled cheese, a unique presentation of classic 3-cheese sandwich set in vine-ripe tomato soup with crispy pork belly garnished with house-made chips. The bread is very average and kind of mediocre. The tomato sauce is very good, right? And the little bits of pork belly were nice and tender and juicy. I'm gonna do a 7 out of 10. I would say skip out on the grilled cheese. It's fine, nothing spectacular.
Come on over here to the bridge so we can hear the troll toll. Where you at, Mr. Troll? Do you hear him?
A little update of the Rip Ride Rocket replacement construction. They're just tearing down so many trees. They're just flattening everything. I wonder how quick they're gonna get this coaster up, because when they built Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, they got the coaster up pretty quick. Probably 2027.
All right, let's pop in the Super Nintendo World store. Okay, so you went over this section, so let's go over this stand of all the merch that they got. $18 for a little kid Mario Kart cup. There's a little bit of glitter in it. $55. It's like a little RC car, but of Luigi on his cart, or you can get one for Mario, so you can race each other. $20 for the Universal Globe Trophy keychain. So these pins are $10 each. You're gonna have one of Mario right there, and you have one of Luigi, and then one of Princess Peach, and then one of Yoshi, and then these are 15 down here. You have one of Luigi, one of Peach, one of Yoshi, and then one of Mario. And then for $10 down here, they're gonna have other keychains. So they're gonna have a keychain of Mario, another keychain of Luigi, one of Peach, and then Toad. That's a great one with Toad, where he's screaming. $20, you can attach your keys to this. So again, kind of the same rundown. One of Mario, one of Luigi, one of Yoshi, one of Peach. Then they're gonna have a badge reel here for Mario Kart. You're looking at $16 for the badge reel, and then $13 for the Mario Kart magnet. $35, they're gonna have a Super Nintendo World Mario Kart hat. And then also for $35, they're gonna have a short sleeve shirt. So we got Bowser oil right there, Mario Kart since '92. $40 for some Mario Kart pajama pants. All right, on the other side we saw the Marios that are remote controlled, but there's also a little Peach that you can get. One of Toad, look how small he is. And then even one for Yoshi. So yeah, $55 a piece. $15 for a little Hot Wheels car of Mario. Then they're gonna have one of Luigi, one of Princess Peach, one of Toad. I love how he can like barely see over the wheel. And then one of Yoshi. $60 for this Mario Kart backpack. It's cool because it's almost like a seatbelt for that strap. That's pretty cool. Then there's like the retro design of Mario driving. $22 for this little plushie. Then $45 for this little kid pajama set. So you got the pants right there, and then you got the shirt right there. So that section is complete. Again, we have many more to go over, but 2 down so far. I've never noticed this graffiti. This is where the mobile order pickup is for Voodoo Donuts. But there's this artwork back here that I have never seen in my entire life. Oh look, they even have the little cowfish right there. Voodoo Donuts.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. So much HHN information dropped today. So they did announce a new HHN experience coming to Chicago. We will be talking about that in an upcoming video. There's so much to talk about with that. So now let's talk about Killer Clowns. Some people are now thinking Killer Clowns from Outer Space is coming to Universal Studios Hollywood for HHN, all because of kind of some tweets. Let's go over that real quick. So Five Fires posted the latest image of the heavily rumored Scarecrow house that's returning this year. It just looks like a copy and paste of the one from a couple years ago. Okay, so then Five Fires posted this. Jason Universe facade is really coming alive at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Then he says, how far is the distance from the sign to Tear Tram? Question mark. So when you're looking at the new sign, it says Crescent Cove 5 miles away. So Albert tweeted out this. He said, did they just spoil Killer Clowns Tear Tram? And then Five Fire says, was this sign used in the house we had in a previous year? And Albert responds with, yes. So we have this sign that was used for Killer Clowns a couple years ago. The real question is, what does this mean? So everything that I was hearing is we're not gonna have a Killer Clowns Tear Tram. I think that was just a leftover prop. I'm sure they're gonna change it. It is kind of a funny coincidence, that sign, right? Correlating with Killer Clowns, but I don't think Killer Clowns are coming to HHN this year. It would make a cool Tear Tram, but I don't think it's happening this year. When you guys are watching this, we should hopefully have an original house announced, and then probably the IP that we've all been kind of waiting for to be announced. We should have that. So I will be filming another HHN update, so we will have another one dropping tomorrow. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
That's in the future.
What's going on inside this man's mind right now?
You don't sell Hooterade here? What the heck?